Welcome to all. Here we are going to learn the CHI 230 course. From the second section, we are going to learn the bioinorganic chemistry. Okay. The last time we learned the role of metal in the biomolecules, the function. Okay. Today we are going to learn the next topic, that is what? The metallobiomolecules. The last lecture we learned the proteins, their type, where the protein are used. Okay, from today we are going to learn, that is these proteins, where we use the proteins, what is the function of the metal in the proteins. Okay, according to that, here these biomolecules, which are nothing but what? The proteins, and in that protein there is a metals play a vital role. That's why these molecules are called as the metallobiomolecules. These metallobiomolecules are divided into the two types, that is a protein and the non-protein. Okay, here this is our syllabus, you can say. All the topic which is included in this chart we will learn in detail afterward. Okay, here this chart is very important for the net set examination, also in your MCQs. Why? Because this chart will explain the functions of the different biomolecules and which metal are present in the different biomolecules. That's why, for that point of view, this chart is very important. Okay, so let's start. Here the metallobiomolecules, which are divided into the two types. First, that is what? The protein. This protein, which is further divided into the two types, that is the transport and storage of the protein, and the second one, that is called as the enzymes. Okay, first let me start, that is the transport and storage. Here there are the three types of the transportation and the storage which happen in our body or in the living things. First, that is electron transfer or electron carrier. Second, that is the metal management in our body or in the living system, and the oxygen management. Let me see first electron carriers. These electron carriers, that means what? This protein which has the function to carry and the storage of the electrons. The examples are cytochromes, iron sulfur, and the copper blue. Here in that biomolecules, cytochrome, which mostly contain what? The Fe. That means this cytochrome has the function to storage and transportation of the electron. Okay, for example, in the photosynthesis process, whenever the reaction is happen, whenever these water molecules and the carbon dioxide, which is, or these converted or reacted together, there is a formation of the carbohydrates, plus the number of electron are releases, and these released electron are transported to by using the cytochrome, and here this is stored into the cytochrome, and here where it required, which can be transported. Second one, that is a FeS cluster, that is called as the iron sulfur cluster, which also contains the Fe. The question always asked in the examination, the cytochrome contains dash dash metal, then the cytochrome contains which metal? Fe. Also this FeS cluster which contain the Fe, and the copper blue protein which has the function, copper blue protein has a dash dash function. What is the function of copper blue protein? Which has the function to storage and transportation of the electron, and which contains the metal copper. Next, that is a metal management. This metal management has the function, that is what? Function to storage and transportation of the metal. Okay, storage and transportation of the metal. And here there are the examples of metal management protein, that is ferritin, transferrin, and the ceruloplasmin. This ferritin, which contains the metal Fe, and which has the function to store the Fe. Transferrin, which also contains the Fe, which has the function to transport the Fe, and the ceruloplasmin, that has the function to transport and storage of the copper. It contains the central metal copper. Okay, next, that is the oxygen management. What is the function of that? This has the function to storage and transportation of the oxygen. Here are the examples of that. First, that is a myoglobin. This myoglobin which contains the central metal Fe, which has the function to store oxygen. Okay. Next, that is a hemoglobin. This contains the metal Fe, but it have the function to transportation of the oxygen. It has the function to transport the oxygen throughout our body. Third one, that is a hemerythrin, which also contains the Fe, and hemocyanin. This is present in the non-vertebrates, and this is a non-vertebrate blood. This have the function to transportation of the oxygen, but the central atom in the hemocyanin biomolecule is the copper. Always ask in an examination, the following biomolecule contain the copper: hemoglobin, myoglobin, hemerythrin, and hemocyanin. What is the answer? That is the hemocyanin, which contain what? The central metal copper. Okay, these are the proteinous compound biomolecules. Second one, that is what? The second type of protein, that is called as the enzymes. Okay, here all these examples, that is cytochrome, iron, sulfur, ferritin, transferrin, myoglobin, hemoglobin, hemerythrin, all these are we are going to learn in detail. This is included in your syllabus. Okay, so don't worry about that. We will learn the structure of that compound, function of that compound, biomolecules, and their properties also. So let me see the next enzyme, that is a this is divided into three types. First, that is a hydrolase enzyme. Second, oxidoreductase enzyme, and third one, that is isomerase and the synthase enzymes. In that, the examples are phosphatase enzymes, which contains the magnesium, zinc, and copper. Aminopeptidase enzyme, which contain the magnesium and the zinc metal, and carboxypeptidase, which contains what? The zinc. Okay, in that hydrolase we will learn in detail carboxypeptidase. Next, that is oxidoreductase enzymes, which includes oxidase, which contain Fe and copper. Don't be forget, this is very important for the next examination. They always ask the dash, these enzymes include dash type of the metals. Okay, oxidase includes what? Fe and copper metals. Reductase include Fe, copper, and molybdenum metals. Nitrogenase contains FeMO and vanadium metal. Hydroxylase contains Fe, copper, and molybdenum metal. Hydrogenylase contains Fe and nickel. And here the superoxide dismutase, which contains Fe, copper, and manganese metal. This is also very important topic, that is called as what? Superoxide dismutase. This topic we will learn in detail. Okay, afterward. Next type, that is what? Isomerase and synthase enzymes. These include vitamin B12. This also contains the cobalt as the central metal, and this topic we will learn in details. Okay, second type of biomolecule, that is what? Non-protein biomolecules. These are divided into the two types. First, that is the metal storage and transport, and second one, that is what? Photoredox. In the metal storage and transport, there are the three examples: siderophore, which contains the Fe; skeletals, which contain the calcium and the silicon; and the sodium potassium transfer. This is also called as the sodium potassium pump. Okay, all these three examples we will learn in details. Okay, these are included in your syllabus. And here in the photoredox, there are examples are the chlorophyll and the photosystem 2. This chlorophyll contains magnesium, and this photosystem 2 contains the manganese. This topic also we will learn or discuss afterward in detail. Okay, this is about what? Metallobiomolecules. Okay, let's start with the first biomolecule which we will learn in detail. That is what? Electron carrier biomolecule, that is called as what? Iron sulfur cluster. These iron sulfur clusters which contain iron and the sulfide. Okay, these iron sulfur cluster are mainly divided into the two types. Here, FeS cluster are divided into the two types. First, that is called as a rubridoxine, and the second type, that is called as a ferridoxine. Okay, this rubridoxine has only one type, that is called as 1Fe0S. compound or a protein, and this ferredoxin, which are divided into the three types. First, that is called as a 2Fe2S cluster or the protein. Second type, that is called as a 3Fe and 4S cluster, and the third type, that is called as what, 4Fe and 4S cluster. Okay, here there are the FES cluster, which has two types, that is rubredoxine and ferredoxine. This rubredoxine has the example 1Fe and 0S, there is no any sulfur is there, and ferredoxine, which is divided into the three types, 2Fe2S, 3Fe4S and 4Fe4S cluster. Okay, but here if you see the structure of this biomolecule, then there are, you can see there are the different types of sulfur is there. That means in this cluster there are the two types of the sulfur is there. First sulfur, that is called as inorganic sulfur, and the second type, that is called as a proteinous sulfur. This proteinous sulfur, which is comes from the protein, that is cysteine, comes from the cysteine. Okay, then let's see the structure. This is the first type, that is what, ferredoxine. This ferredoxine contain only 1Fe and 0 sulfur, but you can see here there are the 4 sulfur is there. Okay, that means the sulfur has a two types. First, that is what, the inorganic sulfur, and the second one is the cysteine sulfur. Cysteine is the amino acids. Okay, we already learned the different types of the amino acid. From that, this is the cysteine sulfur. Okay, sulfur comes from cysteine amino acid. There are the 4 sulfur, but these are not inorganic sulfur. These are the what, amino acid sulfur. Okay, that's why here it contains 1Fe and the 0 inorganic sulfur. Here we count in the type, we count only the inorganic sulfur, not the cysteine sulfur. The second type, that is what, ferredoxine. Okay, this is the second type, ferredoxine. Ferredoxine has the one example, that is what, the 2Fe and 2S. You can see here there are the 2Fe's there and 2 sulfur. This sulfur are what, inorganic sulfur. These are inorganic sulfur. Okay, and here these are the cysteine sulfur. This is the part of amino acids. Okay, third, that is what, or the second type, that is what, 3Fe and 4S. Okay, here you can see red colored Fe, there are the 3 Fe's there, and this 1, 2, 3 and this 4 are what, inorganic sulfur, and here these are the cysteine sulfur. Okay, 1, 2, 3, these are the cysteine sulfur, and this is the last type, that is what, 4Fe and 4S sulfur. Okay, you can see red color Fe are the what, the 4Fe, and here that are the 4 inorganic sulfur. Okay, let me see their property. What is the function of that? First, that is a rubredoxine. You can see the structure of that. This is the Fe, and all there are absence of the inorganic sulfur. All these are the cysteine sulfur. Okay, here they have the FeS having the 2.25 to 2.30 angstrom is oxidized. Okay, and oxidized form is what, Fe3, and reduced form is Fe2 state. Okay, the reduction potential is 50 to 50 microvolt. Here, that means it in oxidized form it have Fe3 plus, and whenever it get converted to the Fe2, that time it reduce 1 electron. Okay, and that's why here this is the 1 electron transfer protein. This is 1 electron transfer protein. Okay, second, that is the 2Fe2S ferredoxine. Here there are the 2 Fe is there, either this in the reduced form, this having Fe, both of these 2 Fe are having the form 2Fe2 to oxidation state, or maybe in the mixed valence state also be happen. That means what, one Fe has a plus 2 oxidation state and another Fe having the plus 3 oxidation state, and in oxidized form they get converted to Fe3 plus. Okay, that means this is also what, 1 electron transfer protein. Okay, they in the reduced form they having the two types of the form. In the reduced form, both of the Fe is a 2 plus oxidation state. In mixed valent form, the one Fe is a plus 2 and one another Fe is plus 3. In oxidized form, both of Fe having the plus 3 oxidation state. This is a structure, simple structure of the 2Fe 2S. Here these are blue color sulfur is the inorganic sulfur and black color sulfur as a cysteine sulfur. Okay. Next, that is a 3Fe4S ferredoxine. Here they having the structure Fe3, that means all the Fe having 3 plus oxidation state, and S3S4. Okay, Fe3 having the structure Fe3S4. They get converted to what? One Fe is plus 2 plus 3 oxidation state and 2 Fe having the plus 2 oxidation state. That means this is also one electron transfer protein. Okay. Here the one cube missing a corner. Okay, the reduction potential is 702 minus 100 microvolt. Next type, that is the 4Fe4S ferredoxine and high potential iron protein. This is also called as what? High potential iron protein. Here the three state hypothesis is there. First, that is what? If 3Fe which is having a plus 2 oxidation state and 1Fe having a plus 3 oxidation state, it get converted to the mixed state, that is what? 2Fe having plus 2 oxidation state and 2Fe having plus 3, and it get converted to the high potential iron protein, that is 2Fe having plus 2 and 1Fe having plus 2 and 3Fe having plus 3 oxidation state. This is a ferredoxine. Their reduction potential is minus 652 minus 280 microvolt. Okay, these are the structure of this. This is a minimal reorganization energies of the 4Fe4S. These are the structure of the 4SF4Fe. Okay, here this is chart. If you understand this chart, then you can explain about what FES cluster of FES protein. First protein rhodioxine having the cluster 1Fe0S. This is the structure of that. In oxidized form, Fe having plus 3 oxidation state. In reduced form, it having a plus 2 oxidation state. Second, that is the iron ferredoxine, that is having cluster 2Fe2S. This is the structure of that. And here in oxidized form, 2Fe having plus 3 oxidation state. In reduced form, 1Fe is plus 3 oxidation state and 1Fe is plus 2 oxidation state. Third, that is iron ferredoxine 3, that is 3Fe4S cluster. This is the structure of that. And here in oxidized state, the 3Fe is plus 3 oxidation state, and in reduced form, 2Fe in plus 3 oxidation state and 1Fe is plus 2 oxidation state. And in the iron ferredoxine 4, they having the cluster 4Fe4S. This is the structure of that. Here having the three types. First, that is what? Oxidized form is 3Fe3 plus in oxidation state, 1Fe plus 2 oxidation state. In intermediate, there is a 2Fe having plus 3 oxidation state and 2Fe having plus 2 oxidation state. And in reduced form, 1Fe is plus 3 oxidation state and another 3Fe is the plus 2 oxidation state. This is about what? FES cluster. This is the electron carrier, electron transport protein. Okay. Here today we learned, that is a classification of the metallomolecules, and here we learned the first biomolecule, that is what? FES cluster, which is what? The electron carrier protein. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. Okay, next time we will learn the next biomolecules. Okay, thank you for watching this lecture.